Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
President Donald Trump has blamed Iran for shooting down a US Apache helicopter during a patrol mission over the Strait of Hormuz and vowed that Washington would respond. In a social media post, Trump said both American pilots survived the incident without injuries, but described the downing of the aircraft as an attack that could not go unanswered. The development raises fresh concerns about the stability of the fragile ceasefire reached earlier this year. Responding to the accusation, Iran's parliament speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf issued a pointed warning amid rising tensions with the United States, saying Tehran prefers diplomacy but is fully prepared to respond if agreements are broken. In a social media post, Ghalibaf said Iran speaks the language of diplomacy but is even more fluent in other forms of response, warning that any breach of commitments would bring consequences.
A United States Army Apache helicopter gunship has gone down near the Strait of Hormuz. US President Trump confirmed that the 2 crew members were safely rescued. The New York Times first reported the incident, citing 2 people briefed on the matter. It was not immediately clear whether the Apache was shot down by Iranian fire, suffered a mechanical failure, or went down due to another cause. One person familiar with the incident said the matter was under investigation and spoke on condition of anonymity. US President Donald Trump has expressed optimism about ongoing negotiations with Iran, saying a deal could be finalized within days, and claiming that Tehran is prepared to make major concessions, including abandoning its pursuit of nuclear weapons. He said the negotiation process was advancing well despite recent military tensions between Iran and Israel. Trump said the United States could present a framework for an agreement with Iran in the coming days. He claimed Iran wants to make a very good deal and is willing to give up its no nuclear weapon.
US Vice President J.D. Vance has said that a long-term agreement with Iran is in America's best interest, even if it does not fully align with Israeli preferences. In an interview, Vance said that recent developments have created the opportunity for a lasting settlement on Iran's nuclear program and expressed confidence that President Donald Trump can secure a deal. At least 9 people have been killed and another 28 wounded in an Israeli strike on the historic southern Lebanese city of Tyre. The attack followed an Israeli evacuation warning for the city earlier in the day. Rescue crews continue to search through the rubble for missing people as tensions in the region intensify amid efforts to secure a broader peace agreement. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called for all parties in the Middle East to respect existing ceasefires and immediately halt further attacks. Expressing deep concern over escalating violence, Guterres said ceasefires in Iran, Lebanon, and Gaza Strip must be fully upheld, and warned against actions that could derail diplomatic efforts. He also urged the reopening of border crossings into Gaza to allow humanitarian aid to reach civilians, stressing that dialogue and negotiations remain the only path to lasting peace.
A federal judge has struck down a $100,000 fee US President Donald Trump imposed on new H-1B visas for highly skilled foreign workers, concluding that it constituted an unlawful tax Congress never authorized. US District Judge Leo Sorokin in Boston issued the ruling in a lawsuit filed by 20 Democratic state attorneys general, challenging a fee Trump announced in September that dramatically raised the cost of obtaining H-1B visas, which tech companies in particular rely heavily on to bring on foreign workers. The US has added Chinese e-commerce giant Alibaba, internet search provider Baidu, and automakers BYD and NIO to a list of companies it believes are aiding Beijing's military in a move that could inflame tensions between the countries. The long-awaited update supersedes a list from early 2025 and comes less than a month after President Donald Trump met China's Xi Jinping on a visit to Beijing, where the 2 leaders maintained a delicate trade war truce. Russian drone and missile attacks on Ukraine's northeastern Kharkiv region have killed a pregnant woman and 2 other people, while Russia-annexed Crimea said it was repelling drone attacks. Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said he had a positive telephone conversation with US envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. He welcomed their willingness to work actively toward a settlement of the war in the coming weeks. He said in an interview he posted on X that there are different people around Putin. Half of them want to continue the war and the other half want to stop it. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.